They recently have added some things to the Mandela effect list. They say Curious George has no tail. Now you're trying to insult my intelligence. Looney Tunes. They're saying that tunes is spelt like a song, Tunes, and has always been that way. I vehemently disagree.
They don't say, Luke, I am your father. He just said, I am your father.
The line is apparently, no, I am your father. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was, Luke, I am your father.
No, I am the father.
They did something in the Matrix.
They did something,
Fruit of the loom. It had the cornucopia
in the back, and now it's gone. It was there.
That's weird. What's weird? The Fruit of the Loom logo. You notice they changed it? They did? Yeah, you see the difference? It used to have a cornucopia behind it. A what? A cornucopia. No, they didn't. What do you mean? It definitely did.
No. Have you ever remembered something so clearly, only to find out it never happened that way at all? From the infamous movie, people remember Sinbad playing a genie that never actually existed.
Shazam.
What about it?
Remember the movie
About
the genie?
That had, what's that guy's name?
Sinbad,
yeah.
Well,
had Sinbad in it?
Yeah. And they say that the movie never happened.
That's a lie.
Have you ever heard of a Sinbad movie called Shazam? And do fans ever ask you about that?
They say they mix it up all the time. Oh man, when I was a kid, I watched Shazam. I was like, no, Kazam. So they actually get it mixed up all the time.
And you've heard about this Sinbad movie?
Yeah, but I didn't hear about it from Sinbad. Shazam used to be a cartoon. You don't remember that? The guy used to look up in the sky, open his shirt and say Shazam, and then and he had the thunderbolt.
What? What's weird is this Shazam Sinbad thing, it's a fake movie that's never existed.
Oh.
But people swear that they've seen this movie. Do you think people are confusing it with Kazam?
No, I think they are confusing it with the cartoon that used to be called Shazam.
Said you had a Rottweiler named Shazam. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Is it spooky that it's the same name as this fake movie to you?
It's not a fake movie. Shazam was a freaking cartoon.
What happened to saying hello?
Bruh. The proof, bruh. The proof, bruh.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
To people swearing Nelson Mandela died decades before he actually did.
Did you know that some people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison? But he was actually freed in 1990 after 27 years behind bars. On February 11th, 1990, Mandela walked out of prison, marking the beginning of the end of apartheid in South Africa. Millions watched this historic moment on live TV.
After 27 years, his head was high and his fist was clenched. Nelson Mandela walked out of Victor Verster prison today like a chief of state, flanked by his first lady and by the men who'd been hired to protect him.
So why do some people insist that he died in the 80s? This is called the Mandela effect.
The Mandela effect has left millions questioning their own memories and even reality itself.
I know this steak doesn't exist. Ignorance is bliss.
But is this proof of alternate timelines and parallel universes bleeding into ours? Or is there a more grounded explanation rooted in how the human brain processes and distorts information? Today on Point Stories, we're breaking down the most famous Mandela effect cases, the psychology behind collective memories, and the theories that try to explain it, so you can decide for yourself what's real and what's not.
I mean, is this crazy to anyone else? It's not what I remember. Now they're saying that Nelson Mandela died in December 2013.
Click like and get in the comments. Now let's get into it.
Don't be shy.
I was a big fan of the Mandela effect. Because the Mandela effect, because I've seen so many changes going on, and now you're telling us there's one timeline. Has that all been a lie? Like changing the Queen's one?
The Mandela effect became about because of the merging of the different timelines. That's what caused the Mandela effect. Whichever vibration was higher in the merging of events, that would take precedence. So, that's exactly what that was. It was the merging of the timelines, which is why history would be altered. Now, many of us remember one thing growing up, and then all of a sudden we go to the papers, the newspapers, and it says something completely different.
Yes.
And some people remember it differently. That was because of the merging of the different timelines. At one time we had 5 timelines.
Really?
Yes. Wow. And the mergings began in 2012. Wow. That's when it began. And the last merger happened sometime last year, permanently.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So that's what caused the Mandela effect.
Okay, good. Then it was real then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're all not crazy.
Well, I thought it was crazy. I thought it was real.
We're not all crazy.
Good.
If you grew up in the 80s, you probably watched Star Trek, the original series.
This is the captain speaking. There's an imposter aboard the ship. A man who looks exactly like me and is pretending to be me. This man is dangerous. Utmost caution is to be observed.
And every time they visited a new planet, right when the mission was ending or everything started going wrong, Captain Kirk would call for a way out. You probably remember the line, "Beam me up, Scotty." But here's where it gets strange. What if I told you he never actually said that line? Not once. Despite millions of people remembering it exactly that way, the phrase is actually a misquote. In reality, Kirk says variations like "Scotty, beam us up," or just "beam me up."
Beam us up home. Beam us up.
But never the full phrase people swear by. And yet, somehow, everyone remembers it the same way. That's what makes this one of the most famous examples of the Mandela effect, a shared memory that doesn't match reality. Even weirder, if you look it up, you'll find clips where Kirk comes close, almost like your memory is trying to fill in the gaps. So now I want you to watch this next clip carefully. Does this sound like what you remember, or does something feel off?
Beam me up, Mr. Spark. Beam me up. Lock on transporters. Beam us up. Beam us up. Quickly. Beam us up home. Beam us up.
Prepare to beam us up, Mr. Scott. Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
Prepare to beam us up. Mr. Scott, prepare to beam us up. Have Scotty beam us up. Beam us up. Beam us up. Scotty, beam us up fast. Stand by to beam us up. Scotty, beam me up.
Beam me up.
Beam us up now!
Stand by to beam us up.
No need to beam me up, sir. The situation is under control.
You're probably thinking the Mandela effect doesn't have a current impact. Well, keep watching, because the truth might be a lot closer to home than you think. I'll give you a chance to finish these lyrics before you're proven wrong.
7 o'clock on the dot. Chelsea, at 7 o'clock on the dot, where was Usher?
Lonely.
No, it's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my...
Drop top.
There you go, there you go.
Usher got on this here internet and gave us the newest Mandela effect. All of us 90s babies know that it goes, it's 7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets.
7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in the drop top.
Right.
Cruising the street.
I didn't know what no drop top was. You know, like, I'm definitely not in the streets at 7 o'clock. I was probably at choir rehearsal or something.
This man got on here and tell us it's who's in the street.
7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in my drop top, who's in the street? I'm in my drop top, who's in the street?
This nigga trying to pull a Mandela effect. I know the goddamn song say.
On the dot, I'm in my drop top, who's in the street?
This could be one of the strongest real-time examples of the Mandela effect ever caught on camera, or the explanation behind it might completely change how you see memory, reality, and the truth itself.
We've been f***ing this up since day one. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. Who's in the streets?
7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in my drop top, who's in the streets?
God, I thought it was cruising the streets. We've been this who's in the street. It was cruising the streets this whole time. It's not cool, bro. We've been that up. Who's in the streets?
Villa, it's 7 o'clock on the dot. Where was Usher?
Smoking a crack rock.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot, I need a crack rock on the spot.
No.
No, that's that old song. That's that other
7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in my...
Drop top?
There you go.
Okay,
Come
yeah.
on, Vito. Come. Erica, it's 7 o'clock on the dot. Where was Usher?
In his drop top.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Where was Usher at 7 o'clock on the dot?
Hey, Kirk, can I get him?
No, you know the song? It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Don't nobody know nothing up here, man. Huh?
Look at this shit, bro. How in God's name do people here out to get me on I'm Sprung? It drives me crazy. It's dog shit got me. Dog shit got me. This motherfucker don't know the lyrics to his own song. I'm sprung. How'd you get me? How'd you get me? It's not even this shit. It's how'd you get me? Am I tripping? Was I hearing some other shit this whole time? It don't even sound like that. It's how'd you get me? Bro, let's go listen to this shit. I'm sprung. Got me fucked. I'm gonna look this shit up right now. I'm sprung. Dog shit got me. Got me do. Hell no. This is some Mandela effect shit. That is not the same song. That motherfucker's never said that, I swear. Oh, this motherfucker time travel and re-recorded the song. Dog, that was my song in high school. They played it in my homecoming. I remember we was all doing this shit. I remember.
The Mandela effect just personally victimized everyone from my timeline, and I cannot, nay, will not stand for this level of deception. What is she going on about now? I'm talking about none other than Tostino's pizza rolls. It has always been Tostino's. Have you ever heard Totino's before? No. This is a personal attack on my memory because I grew up a chubby kid. My mother never liked cooking, so I would always eat frozen food. So it was either Tostino's pizzas or Tostino's pizza rolls, but it was never Totino's. And this is not to be confused with the chips called Tostitos. I am straight talking Tostino's frozen pizzas. I did so much digging for the evidence on this timeline, and not even the super sleuths were on the case. I came across a really scary revelation about the Mandela effect while doing this research. Some people remember Tostino's like I do. Some people always remember it being Totino's. And apparently there's a group of people who remember it being Tortino's. I always assumed that everybody was on the same timeline and we were shifting together to a new timeline until I realized really what's happening is different timelines are merging with each other. Maybe I'm late to that, but I never realized that's how the Mandela effect worked. All I know, I'm not from this timeline, and neither was he, neither was she, and neither were they. If you're from my timeline, comment down below. We unite, we stand together, Tostinos.
Before I explain what may really be going on, let's take a look at a few Mandela effect examples you didn't notice.
So many people remember Jackie Robinson as breaking the MLB color barrier, but it was actually William White in 1879 who was the first black baseball player. However, he was a closeted black man, and the first openly black baseball player was Moses Walker in 1883. Quick, how many people were in the car when JFK was shot? Not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 people. It was a modified car with 3 rows for his wife, 2 Secret Service agents, and the Texas governor and his wife. You probably remember Shaggy as having a protruding Adam's apple, but he doesn't actually have one at all. The Raisin Bran son has glasses, right? Wrong, he doesn't actually have any glasses. Many people remember the Mona Lisa to be fairly stoic in expression with a slight smirk on her face, but she actually sports a pretty noticeable smile. Popular to contrary belief, this isn't the Starbucks logo because she actually has a star where the tip of the crown supposedly is. And lastly, you see this every day, but what's the correct order for a traffic light? If you said green on top, you'd be wrong. Pretty cool, right?
Now let's get into the explanations. The first could completely change how you see reality, and the second offers a theory that just might make everything start to make sense.
There are impacts into our timeline now which have occurred. This is information that I received from the material within Majestic. There are impacts into our reality now, our timeline now, by virtue of the amount of time travel which has occurred. Every time they have gone back in time, they have caused small paradoxes which have built up as our reality that we now perceive. There are human beings that many years ahead of us on another timeline coexisting in reality. We were not supposed to communicate privately with them or anything like that, that we had a certain job to do and we were to get it done. And that was the scientific job of removing the samples.
These people don't know jack. I never presupposed to tell them what they're supposed to believe. But they come to me whining, oh, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. And I tell them, and they say, oh, no. When is the last time they've been beat into the floor? When is the last time somebody has ever, crushed their hand under a foot? What do they know? I'm the one that was shoved inside of the clean sphere. I'm the one that had to face what I had to face. They didn't.
The Mandela effect may be less about alternate realities and more about collective thought patterns shaping how groups remember the same event. When people hear a false version of a fact often enough, see others confidently repeat it or associate it with a familiar pattern, their brains can start treating that version as true. Over time, shared confusion, suggestion, and repetition can turn a small memory error into a widespread belief. Over time, shared confusion, suggestion, and repetition can turn a small memory error into a widespread belief, making it feel like a group is remembering the same impossible thing. In that sense, the Mandela effect could be explained as a mass memory distortion created by how human minds influence one another.
Oh, that's weird. What's weird? The Fruit of the Loom logo. You notice they changed it? They did? Yeah, you see the difference? It used to have a cornucopia behind it. A what? A cornucopia. No, they didn't. What do you mean? It definitely did. No, there's never been a cornucopia. That's the only reason why I know what a cornucopia is. I vividly remember staring at the logo for the first time and wondering, what's that brown horny crap behind all that fruit? I think you're delusional. I know what I saw, okay? I'm a graphic designer. I pay attention to these things. Next, you're going to say that the fruit in Fruit Loops is spelled correctly. What do you mean? It's always been F-R-U. Hey, you don't seem that great of a graphic designer. You know what? No. I must be tripping right now. I think someone put something in my coffee. Spell Dunkin' for me. What? Dunkin' from Dunkin' Donuts. Spell it. Okay. D-U-N-C-A-N. How else are you gonna spell it? I know damn well that's not how you spell it. You know what? I know this is a simulation. I'm in a simulation. Get me out of this matrix, Morpheus. No, you're not. You're here at work, and you should probably chill out before the boss comes here and beats your ass. What? He's gonna come into this office and beat your ass like a Souls-like boss if you don't chill out. It's illegal for him to put his hands on me. The best he can do is fire me. No, it's illegal to fire you. It's totally legal for the boss to beat you so bad you want to rage quit.
Hey, I'm having an important meeting. Y'all better keep it down before I beat the brakes off you two.
Give me your phone. What? I'm calling the cops. Give me your phone. What the hell is this? The Apple logo? Okay, I knew it. You're messing with me. What? You're messing with me. You're pulling a Black Mirror on me. Where is the device? What's Black Mirror? This is a Black Mirror episode. They already did this. You're copying from Black Mirror. This is an original skit. What's Black Mirror? The show Black Mirror on Netflix, an anthology of dark satirical takes on modern day techno paranoia. Oh, I think you're talking about White Reflections on Hulu. I'm out of here. Wait, hold on. That's not the exit. What are you doing here?
Get in the comments and let me know what you think. Is this a side effect of your brain filling in gaps, or is something else going on?